Snow-covered island. All right. You got 10. You got 10 damage. I mean, I'm sorry. You got 5 damage. About to be 7 because of the dwarven armory. I'm gonna. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna tap the sorcerer. I'm gonna discard Enervate. I'm gonna draw a card. Ooh, haha. Yeah. Now I got that going for me. I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna pay 3, and I'm gonna cast Ice Quake.
All right.
Destroy target ice flow because it's land type.
Okay, but it's not a snow land, so I don't take a damage.
It worked. I actually did something that worked because that's the only reason why Ice Quake is in my deck is so that I could kill an ice flow on the field.
All right. You know, we are gonna gamble with it. So we're gonna spend these 2 and sacrifice a mountain in order to put another +2/+2 counter on Keldorn Sky Knight.
Nice.
Now power and toughness 255. I could do that, but I no longer have enough mana to do that.
Whoa,
okay.
whoa,
So I'm gonna swing out.
Good luck to yourself.
Swing in for 7.
I take 7 because I cannot block any of that stuff. Whoa, whoa.
All right, and with that, I will end.
Your good luck to yourself, yeah. Oh, well, looky what we have here.
Is it a copy of Corrupt?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm a day late and $1 short, but I actually got the move off. I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna cast the Dance of the Dead. One of the messiest cards ever printed in Magic, but I'll go over that later. First, I have to resolve its ability. I'm gonna put target Ice Polar Kraken in my graveyard into play. And then it becomes enchanted with the dance.
Yes, it is tapped.
It enters the battlefield tapped naturally, and the Dance of the Dead also puts the dead creature into the battlefield tapped. This creature does not untap unless I pay 2 during the upkeep.
Okay.
If the Dance of the Dead is removed, then it kills the creature. It also gets +1/+1, so the Polar Kraken is now a 12/12 with trample.
Right.
But I cannot stress how tragically tapped it is right now. And because you got a 5/5 with flying right now, that means that you can kill me on the next turn. So I might as well just relinquish all my available blockers and just swing into you for 1.
All right. I'll take 1.
All right. Well, then I am satisfied.
Okay. I'm not going to pay for Dwarven Armory. So, I'm going to spend 2 in order to cast Lava Burst on your Kravikan Sorcerer.
Really? You don't want to deal to me directly?
No. I
Okay.
already have enough damage on board to kill you.
All right. The Kravikan Sorcerer is dead. The damage cannot be redirected or prevented.
All right. So, I'm going to swing at you for 5 in the air.
All right. I take 5 damage and I lose.
Honestly,
right.
Cloud, the Dance of the Dead play for Polar Kraken was really cool.
Thank you.
And to be perfectly honest, there is a lot of relatively cool things going on in this set, but my fucking god, these creatures are so terrible. Even Polar Kraken.
All right, me first.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just pull out a couple cards from the deck real quick. Okay. where do I find the words to disseminate on how bad this freaking card is? Okay, so there are two things wrong with Dance of the Dead. One is that it's targeting a creature in the graveyard. Normally, auras are used only on permanents that are in play or players, because you can use aura curses, for example, on players. So already, Dance of the Dead is a defective card. Second, the Oracle text in this card, I'm going to read real quick because no other card has ever been made quite like this. It says, enchant creature card in a graveyard. When this aura enters, if it's on the battlefield, which it is because you casted it, this aura loses, quote, enchant creature card in a graveyard, unquote. And then instead, it gains enchant creature put onto the battlefield. Enchant creature
put onto the battlefield with this aura.
That's an instruction. You're enchanting the creature that you're putting onto the battlefield with the aura. Okay, then it goes on to say, put the enchanted creature card onto the battlefield tapped under your control and attach this aura to it. When this aura leaves the battlefield, that creature's controller sacrifices it. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1, and it doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. At the beginning of the upkeep, not the end of the upkeep, because they stopped making that a thing. It either happens at the beginning of the upkeep or no upkeep. The enchanted creature's controller can pay a black and a gray in order to untap the creature. So you have a card that is actually designed to momentarily dismantle itself and then put itself back together so that the effect makes sense.
Yep. It is really goddamn cool. Like, I'm kind of surprised that I've never actually heard of Dance of the Dead before, because for black discard aggro, this sounds like it would have been absolutely amazing in older formats. Like, the only real problem with it is that you have to keep casting it. But you put it on Polar Kraken, Mr. Cloud, and Polar Kraken has got a cumulative upgrade on it, meaning that you eventually will no longer be able to keep casting Dance of the Dead.
Right. So the idea is, like, ideally you're in a one-on-one situation, so you only have to eliminate one opponent. But the Polar Kraken is an 11/11 with Trample, Mr. Gerdat, and as we've been saying from the very beginning, the creatures in this set are fucking
blow.
Right. So here I come in, a big stomping feet, ready to run over all the weenies that are between me and defending players' life points. The trample damage is going to get through, and I'm going to just immediately, like, put a blowtorch on both of our games until somebody loses.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way,
thankfully I've got access to both Pyroblast and Order of the Sacred Torch, so...
I had Skeleton Ship in my deck, but I never got it. It made me sad. It's a legendary ghost pirate ship. It sails the 7 seas, and you can tap it to put a -1/-1.
So what was the big combo for your Dark Rituals? Because I didn't actually see you use these either.
The Dark Rituals, well, that's the alternate way of getting Polar Kraking out. Is that in the event that I can't reanimate it from the graveyard, is just get a bunch of Dark Rituals together. Every Dark Ritual that you play nets you 2 black mana, as long as you have at least enough mana to cast the first one.
That still would require, all 4 Dark Rituals to get it out.
Right, so the combo is you have 3 snow-covered islands, 1 swamp. You pay 1 swamp, you activate the first Dark Ritual, and then you activate another one, and then another one, and then another one. So the total amount you add is 8 black mana. And then you pay the 3, which is required to cast the Polar Kraken. Polar Kraken comes out onto the battlefield tapped. You start sacrificing your lands, and you get 2 attacks off.
Yep. And with 2 attacks, it should, actually kill your opponent like that. But then, I've got Pyroblast in Order of the Sacred Torch, so...
Like, believe me, like, I am relieved that you came up with a sound strategy. You got your creatures out, you started developing them as you went along. Neither of us really had any cards in the hand, because this deck doesn't hardly let you draw cards unless you're passing the turn.
The set doesn't let you draw cards. Like, the cantrips in here that replenish themselves are really cool, but they're also They're also not very consistent with the draw power that they actually grab you. The ability to replace themselves is very nice and very welcome, but you need to use their first effects in order to push for advantage in order for their replacement effects to be even worth printing.
Hmm. Yeah, you would be hard pressed to not put in supplements from other sets with this one.
Definitely. And I was mistaken. I thought that the first Magic the Gathering set that I was playing with was Ice Age. No, it was Cold Snap.
Throwback to the Stone Age.
Yeah. To be perfectly honest, a lot of the bigger sorceries, enchantments, and instants in the set are actually really cool. You showed off Ice Quake, Stone Rains here. There's a full cycle of these relatively cheap cantrips, and there's also the Circle of Protections spells in here. There's a full cycle of Circle of Protections as well. I'm not running them because despite the fact that I am running Boros, I'm running Boros enchantments, so I don't actually need the Circle of Protections usually.
But really, you're running black and blue hate in your deck?
I'm running Black Scarab, and I'm running Pyroblast and Order of the Sacred Torch. Do you want to know why I'm running Order of the Sacred Torch?
Is it because of my Infernal Denizen option?
No, I'm running in Order of the Sacred Torch because it's a 3-drop that's 2/2. This is one of like 2 creatures in the set that's a 3/2/2. Okay, like it is like I fully expected to eventually cast Order of the Sacred Torch and use its counterspell ability. I totally expected to do that, and then it never came up because I didn't draw into it. Pyroblast is actually here because I was a bit worried about the bigger blue sorceries that were coming around, but I also never drew into that, and I never got to cast Black Scarab either. So, Jeweled Amulet is honestly a really interesting mana rock in that it can only ever have 1 charge counter on it, but it's so goddamn slow because it can only have 1 goddamn charge counter on it. Ugh.
Right, it's nice to have options. It's just you better hope that your buddies are like, a little inebriated from all the beer and whiskey on the rocks they've been allowed to sip around because everybody's just passing the turn over and over again.
Or someone's got Winter Orb out, the bastards.
Well,
all right.
I did enjoy this.
Yes, the limited exploration that we did was actually quite enjoyable, and the set is better than when we showcased, but very barely. Don't run the creatures from Ice Age. Look into the sorceries, enchantments, and instants, and even some of the artifacts are actually really cool. Like Shield of the Ages might not be something that I would personally run, but Claude got a lot of use out of it during our game.
Right, with the interest of giving me a mana sink, which I mean there are a decent number of mana sinks in this set. So at least if you end up in a very likely 0-card hand situation, that at least you have something to do with your mana.
Yeah. All right, everyone. This has been us exploring Ice Age. Next time, it's going to be my turn to pick out a set, and I'm pretty sure that I know what we're going to do. We're probably going to finally go to Aether Drift because I am interested to see how Aether Drift actually works.
We will have our revenge.
Vengeancing! And Mario Kart, because Mario Kart is all about vengeancing.
And thank you very much for watching Rocker Rabbit Commentaries. Explores Magic the Gathering, as there is much chronological order to explore.
Indeed there is. Be safe, everybody.